Hello, welcome, welcome. This is the second episode. This episode, we are going to be talking about 5 things that I wish I knew in my 20s, but this is the teacher edition. So I have been teaching for 12 years to date. I'm finally out of that, and I'll probably put up a video explaining why I left. But for today, we're going to look at things that I wish that I knew before I started my teaching career, and that was literally in my 20s. So let's go. First thing I wish that I knew is that you can't do everything. Yo, yeah, they just did not teach us this. So as a teacher, you often feel pressure to do everything. So when they need someone to market this sport event, there you are. When they need someone to take this after school class, there you are. And especially if you're someone who is hopeful in nature, you can easily be taken advantage of. And so, yeah, you need to learn. And I think burnout teaches you eventually that you don't have to do everything. It's good to delegate when you're given specific tasks. Collaboration, teamwork, all of these things can serve the greater good and for you to actually be efficient within your teaching career. So at the end of the day, it's good to realize that you're only human, and it's good to recognize that you have limitations. It's good to humble yourself and know that you can't be the answer to everyone and for everything that's needed in the organization. And so that frees you up to also do your work, be effective and efficient in the work that you've actually been assigned to do and what you've been employed to do. So, yeah, in the long run, obviously, if you just keep being the yes man or the yes woman, you will end up being burnt out. And that doesn't serve you or the organization in the long run. So, food for thought. That is the first thing. You can't do everything. Point 2, build fundamental relationships. So, this is not a popular opinion, especially I think in South African schools, but it's a good idea to build relationships with your students. You're going to see these people every day. Every learner, every child, every person is valuable. So if we're going to be teaching and interacting together and learning in this environment, it's good for you to know each other. I think that for me personally as a teacher, I found that to be the most effective way to teach. When a child feels seen, when a child feels like you know them, when you just something simple as remembering their name can go huge, a mile in your favor. I apologize to know each student as an individual. I know there's not enough time within the day, the school day, but learning every child, knowing their backgrounds, taking some time to learn their interests, learning their learning styles. I mean, I was a life orientation teacher, so for me, it was easier to incorporate the things that I'm telling you now as a teacher because there is part of the curriculum is them figuring out what their learning styles are. Part of their curriculum is figuring out what kind of relation styles they use, conflict styles, a lot. Okay, so there's room, there's time to developing an inclusive classroom relationship and building a healthy relationship with your students is fundamental. So that was point 2. Point 3, things that I wish that I learned and that I knew actually in my 20s before I became the teacher would be continuous learning is key. Organizations, I don't think are fans of this. Professional development is important while you are teaching in whatever job that you're in. Once you become a financial advisor and you get into a specific organization, they put you in an educational development program. It's good for you to grow professionally within whatever sphere or whatever career that you've chosen. So definitely continuous learning. There's opportunities for professional development within the teaching or otherwise, we get so consumed by other work, other admin that we have to do that this actually falls by the wayside. And it is so crucial, especially in the age where Um, Careers are changing. AI, artificial intelligence is developing, and the world is changing. Technology is improving, and technology is now being incorporated into the classroom. So it is important for you as a teacher, as an educator, to know how to navigate that specific area so that you can, grow in your profession and so that you can teach better. Point 4. Flexibility is key. 100%. So no matter how well you plan that lesson, no matter how well you write up that lesson plan, there's always going to be a hand. There's always going to be a question that does not fit the blueprint. And that's the beauty of education. That's why I think, kids and teaching, because it's so real, it's so tangible. And they ask questions that are relevant to them and relevant to their lives. And at the end of the day, yes, as a life orientation educator, my job was to make sure that they are equipped for life, set up for life, and to thrive in life. So, yeah, no matter how much I planned, there was always a question that would throw us off. And then obviously, if you are well planned or universally planned or whole-roundedly planned, I can't find the right word right now, but if your planning has been so robust to sort of cover any frequently asked questions, any popular questions relating to that particular topic or that concept that you're teaching in that day, chances are you will be able to help that child. It's when we have a fixed idea on this is what I've prepared, this is what we're talking about, and nobody can change the course of this lesson. That is when I think flexibility is challenged. But it's good to be flexible, adapt, move, listen, feel, be present in the classroom. People are people, people are not robots. Children are children, children are not robots. And so as we move and we navigate within the classroom, things change, and very seldomly does it stick to that blueprint that you wrote out. That lesson plan, I don't know why we still use them, but yeah, those things should be canned. Then we are at number 5. And I think 100%, probably every teacher will agree with me here to say point 5. The number one, it's the 5th thing, but the number one most important thing I wish I knew in my 20s before I became a teacher was the importance of self-care, the importance of prioritizing yourself, putting up boundaries, maintaining a work-life balance, like I said in the previous video, seeking support when you need it, taking care of yourself, man, once. And that is very, very, very hard. I don't know that anyone else in any other profession could say that they struggle with this, but as a teacher, it's almost like you're expected to be available around the clock. You become 20 to 30 kids' parent, second parent, third parent, confidant, sometimes psychologist, and it's hard for you to switch off. So it's important. It's important for you to look after yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, for those of us that believe in the spirit. And that is today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are enjoying the podcast so far. The next couple of episodes, the next episode, we're going into music. So 5 things I wish I knew about music, being a musician. So look out for that one. That's coming soon. Please like, subscribe. This is actually quite fun. Comment down below if you are learning a thing or two, if you are enjoying this podcast series, and let me know. I will see you in the next one.